Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Colour cubes. My colour cube boxes have finally arrived. I'm so excited. They're just so well made. I start by saying that. Colour Cube, of course, is by Sarah Renee Clark, and there are 250 cards in each box that have a picture, pulling out the main colours in that picture and giving you shades on the back, the actual shade, with a number that doesn't really, it's a very loose descriptive name. The same name is used for different colours, I've discovered. And then this is the colour that's here in the middle here. This is at 20% lighter, this is at 20% darker. So it just gives you an idea of, see, mint. This is very dark blue, almost kind of jadey, especially when you darken it up. I wouldn't call this mint at all, but there's lots of debates about the colour, the names that are used, and it's just to put our name to it. I think that's all it is, rather than having to constantly say FF9E19. You can say marigold, even if that marigold's different from the marigold on another card. It's a kind of generic name. So there's 250 in each box, and it's all very exciting. There is a card that normally goes right at the front that has some instructions as to how you might want to use it. How I'm using it is I'm following along with Cindy at Studio Lou, who's drawing a card out for us, and this one's in one of the cards that's been drawn out. I decided to use that wee thing at the front, put paper clip on it, and then that'll mark my page, the space of the card I've taken out. And at the moment I've got two cards out because I'm way behind because I've been busy with other stuff. And the two cards are from box number 1, 64, and from box number 2, 257. And I actually love the colours in both these cards. Love all these they're all very close together, these colours, which might cause a bit of a problem, but we'll see. But I just love these colours, and I love these colours. So I'm looking forward to doing these two. So I'm going to put this away, and this is the one that is further behind than this one. Oh, I've just noticed how dirty my nails are. I was doing stuff with acrylic paint, and actually I've obviously got it right inside my nails. Never mind, I might end up dirty again. There's no point in doing anything about it now. So let's start with this one, because this is the one that's further behind this one. But I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm struggling a bit with this one, and what I've decided that I was going to do was going to use this space here, and so that this kind of page is finished, because this needs its structure. So I thought what I'd do is I'd use this, which is the sandy colour, and then I thought, oh, is this colour here actually one of the shades? So that would, because I like this backing to be a colour that actually relates to the page there. And I think I was thinking if this is the dark cream, which is a pretty good match, which means it's not really a good match for this. And I'm looking there and saying, well, where's the pistachio in that? I've got no pistachio in that at all. And I'm wondering if I took that for the dark cream and this was a pistachio. Anyway, this colour goes with this colour. I'm not going to revisit that one, but it's interesting to pull this out now. I have the colour, because actually I love this one, but it's nothing like any of the colours. The dark blue is a different dark blue. The charcoal's a different kind of charcoal. So it will be... I've brought you down a little closer because these colours reminded me of William Morris, and I have this box of cards which are mostly, they're not all William Morris. See, that's not William Morris for a start. That's a woven silk tapestry from China. These have all come from the Victoria and Albert Museum, and I bought this box of cards because they were so wonderful. But these colours kind of reminded me of some of the William Morris stuff. Now that one doesn't quite match it, but I'm hoping that in here somewhere there might be a card, because I've never used these cards. Design for Rose Textile, pencil, pen, ink and watercolour on paper. You can see how he works there with doing only one colour at a time. There's the design, and then the blues on here, and then he's gone on further to put other colours on this side and build up the colours. Yeah. Right, okay. This one. We're going to go with that one. But we're going to go with that one. Don't know why I left that one out. Okay, so we've got a bit of card that I've now folded over to give both sides. This is the cleaner side, so this will be the side that actually I attach, because I've managed to get some glue spill up there that we really need to cover. This is the bit I've cut off from that bit of card, and I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pocket for this to go in that then has my journaling space. And I've just noticed that's not very straight at all. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to embrace the fact it's not straight and cut it with these scissors, because actually sometimes that is what you want, and this is one of those times. And I'm not bothering that, I'm not cutting that very straight either, because it's all, there we go, like that a lot. So it will need to be inked up. Talking of which, I have all these things of ink testers, so I know what everything is, and I discovered we could do the whole lot with inks. So grey flannel, I put that on there, you can see that that's that colour. Then we've got pistachio, which is there. Then we've got, this was the surprise, a vintage photo is the olive. Look at that. Then we've got, it's that one there, but it's, oh of course, which is that one. There you go, see. Then umber is the northern pine, just because these are all greens that also have a bit of brown and black in them. And the top is the olive grove, which is that one there. Why don't we just use good old vintage photo to ink this? Edge, as I tell you what my plan is. So I'm going to stamp on the back of this, because I'm using this William Morris card. I thought what I would do is I would stamp on the back, all over the back of this, with, I've got a stamp, I'll show you in a second, that's like the very famous William Morris one with the leaves. And let's just go down the edge of that as well, I think. So I'm going to put that on there, but I'm not going to put that on there just now. I'm going to stamp on here. So I have this, which is very reminiscent of the, I have no idea where this, I've had this for a long time, I have no idea where it came from. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the northern pine, which is the umber. So using this as a dark background colour. I'm not fussed about how this stamp sounds, because it's just giving me a background, but let's try and at least get it neat. Right, so that's just got some background now, and this time we're going to use, I think we're going to use the one that is the olive, which was do I want the sand? Because that's kind of going down. Now let's use the Olive Grove, which is the one that's equating to the taupe. And this time let's not even try and line it all up like I did last time. Let's just go. Now I want to bring in this stamp, which it came from an Indigo Blue goodie bag, but I looked it up on the internet, and it's from a stamp set called Luscious Leaves, and this is a beautiful, beautiful stamp. It is indeed very luscious. It fits nicely on that. And I think we're going to use the pistachio for this. And I'm going to put this up here, and one up going this way, and then one the other way. I got away with that. So that will be on there. I might have a look for something else in a bit, but for now that's it. Let's put these tops back on the right ones, Olive Grove, and put them in the right places. And that's pistachio, which is the sand. I also want to use this Indigo Blue stamp, which is collector's edition number 59, the Morris Bird. So I just thought this would be really, I've not used this stamp yet, and I'm not convinced about Don't Look Down, Keep Flying, but let's just go for it. What I do like to do with these stamps though, because they're not see-through, I like to give them a bit more of a cutout so I know where the edges are when I turn it over. See, I was going to use the grey flannel, but I'm not sure if the grey flannel will stand out enough. Let's just go for this. I'm going to use it just on the bird. I'm not going to go for the saying. I might do a couple of these, we'll see. So let's do one up there. Let's colour these birds in, but that colour's quite a good one. Oh, what are these, you might be wondering? This is Derwent's Tinted Charcoal, and this particular colour is Green Moss, which I'd already discovered was very close to the olive colour, but I decided that I wasn't sure I wanted to use it. But let's just do all the birds in it. I might put a bit more of this dark one in this one. This dark one is the Driftwood one. I'll put a bit more of that in the tail this time again. Let's just put a bit in this tail here as well. There we go. So that's a bit better. Oh, see, I'm now kind of liking this because this then lightens it up. But we've got these. But actually, I feel like I want to do something, add a bit more colour to these. A colour that's not in there. Now, on here, we've got this lovely orangey colour, which reminds me of some of the Tim Holtz kind of rusty hinge. So I'm going to put a bit of that on there. I'm going to squishy some water on there just to activate it, and I'm going to grab a brush. It's not a very fine brush you've grabbed there, Kirsten. You'd have been better grabbing a finer brush than that, but you've done it now. I'm just going to add a bit to the birds underneath the breast. There we go. I'll take this off again. This keeps on getting in the way, doesn't it? Just adding a bit of maybe the tail as well. And because it's on top of the other colours, it's not too in your face. But it just gives us a bit more. I'm not very happy with this, to tell you the truth. However, I think sometimes it's quite good to just keep on going, even if you're not happy with something. Because we can never be happy with everything. Right. And that's all right. That's all right. It's not perfect, but then neither am I. And then we'll put that in there and that in there. And I think what we want to do is, we're actually ending up hiding all those birds, aren't we? Should have thought about that, but never mind. It's a background pattern rather than anything other than that. Conscious of the fact we've got this K showing here, which I misprinted. So shall we see if we can find something to hide that? Or are we going to end up getting in a bigger mess hiding it? Oh, how about that's where we put our number? Where's my brown pen? And the number of this card is number 257. So can I make this under 257? I can. 5, 7. There we go. You'd never guess. You'd never guess. It's smaller than I would normally do it, but it's dealt with that K. I need to give this a spray to set it all. I feel like I want to, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to splatter it. I'm going to splatter it. And what shall we splatter it with? We haven't really used much of the grey, because I was going to do the birds originally in the grey and then I changed my mind. I wonder if I can, shall we put a grey bird up at the top there where we can see it when the card is in? No, let's not be silly and try and do it that way. Let's do it this way, and let's kind of have it coming down there. Oh, I quite like the fact that we've got a grey bird, because it's slightly different. Let's put this tail in there. I still feel it needs some splatters on it, just because it is so... See, I liked these colours when I saw them, but I don't like working with them. That's what I've discovered. Well, I like a contrast colour with them. Let's get some more. I think I want something more than Rusty Hinge. Have I got Marigold? I've got Marigold here. Oh, Wild Honey. Let's get some Wild Honey. And we'll do some splashing with some what do you call it? Nice splashing. Done it that way. I've got a horrible feeling we've now got splashes on the back, but I'm even less happy with this now. Ah dear. I think I need to splash it with some white. and just, well, that's better though, isn't it? That just kind of okay, it looks a bit like a bird on the car, you know what I mean. I managed to get it on myself as well. Bit of glue. Going to ink up in the London Fog. I'm going to do the edges, and I think that already had silver on it, not grey. But never mind. And I'm just going to use it as well on this. I'm not doing anything other than inking this round as a journal card. All the colours are there. It's not my favourite one, it's not my best one, but it's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. And they can't all be our favourite. That's the thing we need to remember. So thank you so much for joining with me, for sticking with me, for visiting me if this is your first time. If this is your first time, you might want to check out the other videos because it's not always like this. But for now, thank you so much, and please take care, and remember, keep crafting. Bye.